Hello, my friends, Kaitlyn and Finnegan here. Aww. And he's not very excited about having to go on an adventure today. We are going to the vet, and then we're going to my church to sing and to visit my grandma, because it all sort of ended up on the same day, so he's gonna have to go hang out with me all the time. I promise you I'm not hurting him. He just likes to act like he's dying when he has to get in a cage and go to the vet. You're so distressed. I know. I know. So Finnegan's adventure started off all lovey-dovey. I can't film a video of you if you're... Because he came upstairs, my parents were still in their pajamas, it's a Saturday morning, and they're just like chilling on the couch, and this is like his favorite time. And of course, he seems to love my dad the most, so he always goes to him first. He gets all the loves and cuddles and pets.
Yeah, you always come back to me, buddy, don't you? Why is it not me? Why you not me?
I don't know. Maybe he likes men. All right, Finn, I gotta put you in a cage now. But I think he started to realize that something was different this morning because the end of his tail got all bushy and he was being extra lovey.
You like that spot, don't you? Yeah, you like that spot, don't you? I'm just saying, too. Don't get me on this video in my pajamas.
I already got you in the video.
Oh my gosh.
And as soon as I opened the gate on that cage, he took off. Come here. Oh. He's running away. Oh, Finn.
Did he run away?
Yeah.
He knew what was gonna happen.
So when we first got the cage and I needed to take him to the vet or just take him out somewhere, I had this idealistic idea of being able to get him into the cage, where I would just set him on the ground and I'd put something in like food or a treat and he would just go on in. And that is not what happens. So the only way I found that I can get him in the cage is if I hold him by the scruff of the neck, which is where his mom would hold him and there aren't any nerve endings there. So it's not hurting him. And that's the only way I can get him into the cage, by kind of holding him and then lowering him down. But it is absolutely a two-person job because I have to hold him and somebody has to hold the cage, and just, you know, because otherwise I'm sort of like shoving him in there and I don't want to do that. I just want to gently lower him in and hope that he doesn't burst out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Interestingly enough, this is the first time that the vet actually suggested that I take him on car rides periodically just to get him used to the idea of being in the cage and being in the car, so that when he does go to the vet, it's not like so distressing. Hello, friend. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We're going on an adventure. I know you don't want to. He's like put his butt to me. I know. But then after some crying and general distress, we were off to the vet. It's about a 20-minute drive there. You get to see the beautiful mountains. I'm pretty sure Fen didn't care, but I played some music for him and he kind of quieted down. There have been times in the past where he has cried the entire 20-minute drive until I felt like he was gonna be hoarse from it. The vet's office has this ancient bird. I don't know how old it is, but I know it's been there since I was a child. And it says, "Hello there." And it was looking at Finn in a way that was a little disturbing. I thought like cats were supposed to want to eat birds, but in this instance it looked like the bird wanted to eat the cat. Once we got into the exam room, I always like to let him out and let him explore the room a little bit because he thinks that he can hide, but there are no places to hide in the vet room. They make sure of that. There's so much extra fur. Cats shed when they get stressed, and so it's just like flying everywhere. I don't have any footage of the actual vet appointment because I feel like that's a little invasive and weird to do that. I'm kind of strange about where I'm okay with bringing the camera, and actually in the vet exam, I was like, that's not cool. But Finnegan did such a good job and he got a shot and he didn't maim anyone. You did such a good job, Finnegan. Yeah. Such a good kitty. You need to lose a little weight though. But he's all healthy. He may need to lose a little bit of weight. He's at 12 pounds and the vet said that he really should be at 10, even though he doesn't look like he's overweight. But basically 12 pounds can turn into 13, 14, 15, and then he's a giant cat. And we don't want that. So you're mad at me? No? Yes, maybe? Then we went to my church so that I could practice a song that I was gonna sing with my grandma the next day, and he got to sit and listen to us singing, and I felt like it was very calming for him. He got a little distressed when he saw my grandmother and then our pianist Margaret, who he had never seen before, but once we started to play, he was just like quiet. And the adventure continued because we went to my grandmother's house for lunch, where he's kind of okay with my grandma after a few minutes, but my grandpa's a little scary to him. So he spent a fair amount of time hiding in the corner behind my grandma's jacket. He actually fell asleep there with like his face sort of on the ground. I don't have footage of that and I'm kind of sad because it was so cute. But man, was he super ready to go home, and that afternoon he even came and napped with me, which he never does because he never sits still long enough to take a nap. But he actually like fell asleep on my legs and it was so cute. So he was in his happy place, and I was glad for that. He didn't seem like he was holding a grudge against me for torturing him all day. So that was Sir Finnegan's adventure. I'm sure he was not as excited about it as I was. I got to put him on a leash for a little bit. I didn't get any footage of that. I'm kind of mad at myself, but it takes a lot of effort to keep him on the leash and have him not like finagle his way out of it, so having to hold him and the camera would maybe not have ended well, and I didn't want him to like run out into the street and get hit by a car. We don't want these things. But it was a fun and interesting day, and I'm just generally glad that he is all up to date on his shots and he's all healthy and good and can continue living his life. So my question for you guys, other than isn't Finn adorable, is have your pets ever gone on any adventures, or are they homebodies like Finnegan? Tell me down in the comments, plus remember to like, favorite, share, and subscribe if this video made you smile. See you guys on Tuesday.